Welcome back to What Remains of Edith Finch. Where in the last episode we read a comic. Basically making a big story about the death of a child star. Another one of the Finch family who died. And there we go. In memory of Barbara Finch, into the basement where, in the story, her boyfriend tried to scare her, and where her father at least cut himself, and I remember, at least I think I made of that he lost a finger, but that might just be that. Well, it's a story of, in my family, how a pretty far back family member lost his finger the same evening where his wife gave birth, because, well, that's so very practical.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
Packages? I mean, a basement would be perfect to just store stuff, but, well, with the Finch family, that would probably just be... They can't just do things the
I thought
normal
maybe
way.
she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
My god, it's dark.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone.
Walter, who was Walter? Walter. Also, one of the kids of Eddie and Odin.
She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
A bunker? I mean, this is a bunker.
If there's a
with...
pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Apparently not.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
30 years.
On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane.
Dude, you're living under the house with
Having
your
a
family.
schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
Dude.
And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
What was shaking and...
It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to
30
leave.
years.
Well, I still can.
30 years living under your own family. The crutch. Would that be the same crutch that... of the friend of Barbara? Yeah, this is the saddest tale of all. 30 years. Wasting 30... I mean... I guess he had books and maybe if you like that, but still... On one side, yeah, you had just all your time to yourself, but also, dude... 30 years in this? Well, you still can't, dude, you've been here for 30 years. This is acceptable if the bombs fell. More books, more rations.
I know it's out there, somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly and Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me.
The imaginary curse. Oh, so that's what the shaking was. Train coming by every day.
Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
So I guess those were just the last thoughts of a dying man who wasted all his life. Just 37 years, maybe 30 if he actually left, but if I had to guess, he was here 35 years, just wasting away in the fear of
I'm
this
sure
curse.
my mom was trying to protect me.
Was so afraid of dying prematurely. And he basically died prematurely. He just took 35 years. I am so happy that Fear of Heights is not triggering games, because oh my god.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself. And found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Okay, so Walter did die here. Yeah, that's the fun part of curses. Believe in them enough and you'll make them real. You will make them happen.
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
No, you need to work through this yourself. Somehow. Some people talk, like me. Some people write music. Some people write. Some people make pictures. You'll have to deal with stuff somehow.
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family.
This is a book towards her kid.
And the history you're a part of.
I could just stand here for a couple minutes and just start walking up and down this beach for 30 minutes easily, talking to myself. That's the type of person that I am. That's how I deal with stuff.
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth. And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
At this point, why not, eh? If somebody could live 30 years under a house, under his own family. I'm not saying that family is everything, but just... this is insane.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
But you haven't. You have been around death so much, yet no, people don't seem to be able to deal with it still.
What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house? It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Pets die, as do humans. If there suddenly is a
Sven
cut
built
in
the
this...
house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Molly Finch, the cat, bird, monster story. Died at 10 years old. Garland Finch. Or of poisoning, also possible. Elvin Finch. Born April 25, 1950. Died September 23rd, 1861. Calvin was the one who set his mind real strong always. He wanted to fly, so he flew off his swing into the stones and sea below. Sven Finch. The one that died with the house. Really. Edith Finch. We have not heard her story yet, have we? No. I cannot read that, sadly. Walter Finch. The hermit who lived under his own family for years. And the day he walked out, he was so unafraid that he just walked straight into death. Barbara Finch. Child star. And
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
Your mom didn't move on. She tried to forget the past, not deal with it. That's not how you do it. That's the old house. You don't...
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
You don't deal with stuff by ignoring it completely. You deal with stuff by dealing with it.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
With something like that, you can't let the past go either. You have to deal with something. That can be hard. When a family member of mine died, it took me months until I finally was
Edie's
able
side
to
was
deal
always
with it.
easier for me to understand.
I mean, if there's suddenly a cut here, then it's because, well, old memories became too much. You have to deal with stuff. You can take time, but at some point you have to confront it. You have to deal with it.
But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Gregory Finch, 1976, 1977, 1 year old. Sam Finch, 1950, 1983. That actually got old. Which, is that then her mother or Sam? No, that should... I am not good with family trees. And Gus Finch. 1969, 82, 82. And yes, I'm sorry if I'm going too much
She
into
lost
the
2
menu.
of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Maybe hiding this would have been the best way to do it, in fact, actually. Don't learn of the family curse. That way you're immune to it. Sanjay Kumar, born 1966, died 02. Louis Finch, 1988, died 010. Those two got, well, no, not really. One got 22. The other 38.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
Find it out yourself and probably draw your own conclusions.
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Okay. Wait, 22 weeks pregnant? Oh, I guess first one kid and then another. So, are we pregnant then? I mean, 17, that's... She said 17, but let's say that this is this year. 2018. That would only make her 19. At most. I mean, I
never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
Maybe I just understood. Maybe there will be some text showing right now about how I'm a complete idiot.
They were both pretty intense.
Oh, camera. All types of fun stuff. Airline ticket.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
And of course that makes him one of the Finches who lasted the longest, probably. Joined the military and all other kinds of adventure.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
US Marine. And yeah, Sam. No, still only 33 years old. I guess he got grey early on. That's a kid in a crib, isn't it?
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged. Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it?
Edith Finch trail map. I guess I'm supposed to take a picture of this.
Please just take the damn picture.
Hey, language.
Oh,
We'll never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
so what am I?
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though. Aw.
Well, you shot a bird. What's over there? Must be something I'm supposed to take a picture of, but
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Hold still while I take a picture of you.
I definitely won't be moving.
Are you done yet?
Does it? Hey!
That's a keeper.
Nothing quite like being outside. I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
To tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
Dad!
Good eyes, Dawn.
well, you
Before you
also
take the
managed
shot,
to
I'm gonna
shoot
get a
it
picture
here.
of it.
Christ, why can't this camera just...
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Turn off your imagination. Focus on your target. Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Now keep yourself squared up, elbows down, like we practiced. Whenever you're ready. Great shot, Dawn! I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
There are some things you should not make your kid do.
Sorry, Dawn, just gotta reset the timer.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
so-
normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Died doing... helping his kid do what he really wanted her to be able to do. And something that she didn't want to do. Yeah, I don't know how to end this. Just doing a family activity killed him, making his doll to do something she didn't really want to do got him killed. It's just... You draw your own conclusions this time. See you in the next one.